today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They are led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 52 from the University of Arizona. In his 9th year, it's Nick Foles.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's Foles. Caught left side is Beckham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Beckham Jr.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Foles. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Nick Foles sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now here's Ross. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
New was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, I think we got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 63 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Foles. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Ross on the return. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Foles pass.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Down at the 33-yard
Brandon,
line.
what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
49-yard line.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And he finds Danny Amendola. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Gallman. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing on third, gone. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
O.J. Howard.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Harrison Butker.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Falcons ready to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Out of the gun now on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Gone. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Gallman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. Quickly into the hands of Becker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 10, Bears 7.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Chicago.
Gallman will run it. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
you. I got you. Mine's 54. Mine's 54. Watch his hand, Rick.
Fournette running out of the gun. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 44.
Deshaun Gibson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Freeland speaks.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Desmond Trufant.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Now Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And the Bears.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Fournette. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 16, Goff. And this one's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Harrison Butker.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Touchdown, Chicago!
Goff's pass complete.
Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Over the middle, complete to Tate. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
But it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Tressway now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Now, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now is self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the 2nd quarter lead right now. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the...
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's second.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Goff now to throw. Amendola catching it left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Josh Allen on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier. Rashaan Evans.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Foles. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Down at the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
34.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Foles. It's brought in left side by Tate. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 5 now, second and a yard. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third and short.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Chicago.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Goff. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Pass. Complete to Leonard.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The throw over the middle, taken in. That one a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them in.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Goldman. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Goff. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Goff now looks to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Goff. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's a give to Fournette. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 39 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion and 8 tries, not good. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Foles, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. It's caught outright, Amendola. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bears.
This is Gallman. A gain of 3, second down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Gallman, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gallman, the ball carrier.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
3rd and 2. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff able to get this to Gordon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Chicago.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10. Foles over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense,
They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3.